Whether you are an owner of a Porsche Boxster, or 911, or are considering purchasing one of these models, it's important to know if your IMS bearing has been changed or not. Since the introduction of the IMS Retrofit in 2008, Allen Engineering estimates that somewhere between 10 and 15% of all Porsche engines with the IMS bearing problem have had their IMS bearing replaced. Engines fitted with an IMS Retrofit should have the associated serial number sticker placed on the car. This sticker is most often found on the door by the VIN sticker, the door jamb, engine compartment, rear deck lid, or near the emissions or build code options stickers. If the bearing was registered with Allen Engineering, it is also possible to look up the registration by the vehicle VIN number or IMS bearing serial number by going to imscheck.com. This website also provides approximate in-service dates for IMS retrofit bearings and suggested replacement intervals, even if the bearing installation was not registered with Allen Engineering, as long as you know your bearing serial number. Even if your Porsche's intermediate shaft bearing was replaced with the IMS Retrofit, it is important to remember that this is not considered a permanent fix for the IMS bearing issue. If you are unsure of the installation date, the IMS Retrofit flange will have a date code designating the month and year of manufacture. If no date code is present, the bearing is significantly older than 6 years. Any IMS Retrofit bearing more than 6 years old should be changed. The IMS Solution, which replaces the ball bearing with an oil pressure-fed plain bearing, does not require future servicing and is the only truly permanent solution to prevent IMS bearing failures. If your engine was fitted with the IMS Solution, you will find a spin-on filter adapter has been installed along with a braided stainless oil line that goes from the adapter through the bell housing area and is connected to the IMS Solution. This braided stainless line feeds pressurized oil to the plain bearing. Please note that this is not to be mistaken with other products that provide an oil feed to a ball or roller bearing, which still requires the IMS bearing to be changed at recommended service intervals. It is also worth noting that many Porsche Boxster and 911 engines suffered from oil leaks at the IMS flange, resulting in replacement of only the IMS flange and flange seals. This procedure did not include replacing the actual original IMS bearing itself because Porsche did not offer one. This caused great confusion as many believed that their IMS bearing had also been replaced when in fact it had not. Unless you have documentation showing the IMS bearing was replaced by indication of a part number for an aftermarket IMS bearing replacement kit, it is a safe assumption that the IMS has not been changed out, especially if your engine is still fitted with a factory IMS flange. Regardless of your Porsche's age or mileage, it is important to treat the IMS bearing as you would a timing belt or any other mechanical item requiring replacement as part of regularly scheduled preventative maintenance. Lastly, model year 2006 through 2008 Porsche Boxster, Cayman, and 911 models, and any replacement engines manufactured during or after model year 2006 will have the larger non-serviceable 6305 IMS bearing. Unless the post-2006 engine has been completely torn down and rebuilt, it will have the original bearing, which should have the grease seal removed to help extend the life of that bearing. If you are unsure about the status of your IMS bearing in your Porsche, the team at Allen Engineering can help you determine the best course of action to protect your investment and extend the life of your Porsche engine. Call or visit allenengineering.com to learn more.